Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. 3.5.1 went to PTU Wave 2, and with it we have our first look at the customizer which I spoke about earlier. In that preliminary video on it, there's been some great discussion and clarification about the actual system. I feel that it's important that you offer your opinion about the subject that I'm about to present. I also feel it's important that the subject gets a wider audience, so I'd ask that you take the time to share the video with a friend or orgmate. Let's begin. The customization system is coming, and with it, not only can we buy variants of ships, but we can also modify our base loadout. The loadout being locked to the hull means that as you lose and claim it, your upgrades will remain rather than needing to travel around the universe to buy them again. This seems like a good thing, and in general from the comments and discussion, most of you actually like it. They recently confirmed that legacy backers who have default or vanilla ships will also be given the option in the future to apply upgrades as they become available. That is also great news because it means that the penalty for backing early doesn't exist as it should be. So as the title suggests, I've looked a little bit further down the line and what this could mean in the future. Today's video isn't trying to push my opinion as I haven't actually seen the final intent of the customization system. I haven't really decided how I feel about it. I have 3 scenarios starting from very small to very large. Scenario 1 is the one that we already know. I've pledged for a base 300, it costs $55. Not considering the bling upgrades because they don't really change anything, let's look only at the hardware upgrades. You have the option of 3 upgraded trim levels that escalate from basic to major improvements. You pay more and then you get more. In the last video comments, I've seen some say it's pay to advantage or pay to win. I've also seen some say that because you can also buy those items in game, that it doesn't really matter. I will say that none of the comments were very strongly opinionated in either way. Let's escalate the implications a little bit in scenario 2 and see if this changes anything. I own an LTI Orion. Once the customization system is implemented for that ship, I now have some paid bundles at my disposal. The default systems are C-grade power supply, C-grade shields, C-tractor beam, C-grade cutting laser, and so on. Normally part of the expected gameplay of owning an Orion would be the need to grind credits to upgrade my components. Upgraded components were pitched as the point of playing Star Citizen in the first place. If we apply some of what we see with the 300i customization model, what happens to the Orion? Let's say one of the options is a $400 bundle that nearly doubles its original pledge costs. So now my upgraded Orion comes standard with upgraded components, more powerful gear, and better equipment that performs better. It's more efficient, it's stronger, and it requires less maintenance. Does Scenario 2 change how you feel about the current system? Do you think that it's now more pay to win than Scenario 1? Do you think this can be seen as predatory marketing? Would you say that this now presents a greater unfair advantage to those who are willing to pay? Do you think this can break the balance worse? Or do you think it's fine, doesn't matter, and is a fair way for CIG to make more money? My third scenario is meant to be an extreme case and to prove a point to find the limit. Javelins were sold in very small waves. According to the concept literature, they're decommissioned warships who've had their military gear replaced before sale. We were told that this was done to ensure that it would take a little bit of effort to get the ship outfitted. It would mean that a group of friends would need to work together to support the operating costs of such a ship. Let's say that Squadron 42 is now released and the Javelin is finally available to backers in the PU. I go to my hangar and there's the customization tabs, including exterior colors, some fun upgrades like better beds for the crew, better games in the mess, whatever. But bam, there's some other optional upgrades too. My $3,000 ship has an available option for $1,000 to upgrade the weapons and systems, bringing it closer to viable and operational. Perhaps not the military gear that I could have, but perhaps the $1,000 takes 4 months off your grind and makes it a little bit more defensible. Not only that, if it's ever destroyed or lost, your $1,000 upgrade package would always take the 4 months off the grind each time you claim it. Scenario 2 and Scenario 3 are not confirmed, I made them up just for this video. The point of the video was to explore the what-if scenario. CIG has demonstrated that they're willing to bend or take liberties with some of the things that were said in the past, so I don't think it's too far of a stretch to say that they may extend options like this in the future. I'm very happy that the customization options are available to everyone who owns an eligible ship. Nearly doubling up the price of your original 300 starter should get you a better ship, but does your opinion change if that same option is extended to others? Does your threshold go all the way up to capital and sub-capital ships, or do you feel that the hardware kits should only be for smaller ships, preserving the grind? Hopefully you enjoy the topic, and I can't wait to see what you post in the comments. Thank you very much for spending your time with me, and if you like the channel's no bullshit approach, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.